But if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Good morning. This is our choose to welcome you to the Sports Chat on Starr 103.5 FM. Of course, a quote from Vince Lombardi, who is a football coach, and he says, perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. And then, of course, don't forget that we are the EIB network. Of course, we chase excellence, right? My name is Jones Adzi, and this morning, of course, it is a Friday. It is a Jama day, and it means that there's going to be so much action coming up this weekend, of course, right from the Gusa games. I'll bring you results from the Gusa games. Then the MTNFA Cup is up, and a crash of folk, they're going to be at home and welcome home Stars. And a lot of fixtures in the MTNFA Cup. We'll bring you that, and then we'll move to the foreign scene. Yesterday, the FA Cup as well happened in the English League, and some interesting results. Yesterday, we saw Ashley Young and his son, play together for the first time. It was an inspiring one for Ashley Young to see himself and his son opposing teams and then compete yesterday in the FA Cup. They will bring you results from the FA Cup, and then we'll move to the fixtures for today, and we'll get to listen to new West Ham United manager Graham Potter. So Mohamed Kudus, he has a new manager, and we'll get to listen to him as well, and then we'll bring you other fixtures from the Italian Serie A. Don't forget that there's going to be El Clasico this Sunday. Yes, the Super Cup. We see Real Madrid yesterday after they beat Mallorca by 3-0. They are going to be in action up against Barcelona. So we'll get to see how that happens as well. All right, so it is Friday, and what's a better way to start Friday but then with some chama? All right, surely bring you that Jama, but then let's just start off from the Gusa games, and it has been interesting so far. Day 5 ended yesterday. Interesting results from day 5 of the Gusa games, and then handball event. So UCC actually dismantled KNUST 40-9 points. Interesting one there. UCC, they are the host school, and they actually beat KNUST by 40-9 points in there. Now let's move to other results. Goal ball men, we saw KNUST and then UCC 14-14, so that is a draw. And GCTU, they lost to University of Education Winneba 5-15 points. And the University of Education Winneba beat KNUST in the hockey women's event 2-0. And then in volleyball, UCC, they went 3 straight sets against UMAT, and then University of Education Winneba also went 3 straight sets against University of Ghana. There in the handball men's event, UCC beats UDS 39-23 points, and in the basketball men's event, UMAT also beat UHAS 96-48. And interesting one for basketball men, University of Education winning by 130, and UESD 15 baskets in there. Go ball women, KNUST 18, UCC 8, UG 12, University of Education winning by 2. Basketball for the women, UCC 103, UPSA 18, and football for the women's category, UCC beat KNUST by 1-0, and the netball women, UCC 98, UDS 5, and then of course UCC 3, UG 0, UDS 3, KNUST 0 for the volleyball women. So there you have some results from the Gusa games happening, the 28th Gusa games happening in Cape Coast right about now. So if you have some free time this weekend, just get to Cape Coast and take the family along, go and enjoy some good sports. Trust me, it is competitive and it is so fun to watch there. All right, now let's move on to the MTN FA Cup round of 32 fixtures. And today we see Atram Devisa take on Kotoku Shining Stars. Well, before I actually bring you the full results, the full fixtures from the MTN FA Cup, we understand that Frimpong Manso, yes, he has been confirmed as the head coach of Ghana's under-17 team, the Black Starlights, replacing Lai Kingston, who left during the African under-17 nations qualifiers that happened, the Wafu B qualifiers that happened at the University of Ghana Stadium. So Manso, a former Black Starlights coach, he coached the team from 2010 and assistant coach of the Black Meteors, is tasked with rebuilding the team to qualify for the next tournament. His extensive coaching career includes roles at Asante Kotoko, Karela United, and Stade de Abidjan. And the Black Starlights, two-time African champions and Ghana's first FIFA World Cup winners, last qualified for the Under-17 Championship in 2017, finishing as runners-up. So we wish the man all the best, and then we also understand that Coach Stephen Frimpong Manso, he's a CAF license A holder, and coaches Nana Kweku Ajima and Jacob Nete, they've been retained as assistant coaches for the team. So we wish Coach Frimpong Manso and his assistants Nana Kweku Ajima and Jacob Nete all the best in there. All right, now let's move to the MTN FA Cup, and as I said earlier, Atram Devisa would be at the Tuba Shotef Park today and take on Kotoku Shining Stars at 3 p.m. And then tomorrow we'll see Northern City FC take on Wa Power. Doma Unity would take on Techiman Liberty Youth. Park Academy would be at the Mohammed Kamal Arena and Walkan King Faisal. And Accra Lions would be at the University of Ghana Stadium tomorrow at 3 p.m. and take on FC Nanya. So that promises to be an interesting one. Accra Lions taking on FC Nanya tomorrow. If you're in and around Accra, do join them at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium 3 p.m. Now, Golden Kicks will take on Tuba. We'll be at the Tuba Park and take on Dambot FC, and then we'll see games. The BB United take on Berkum Chelsea. Accelerates FC take on Asante Kotoko at the Babaya Sports Stadium at 3 p.m. Bechim United take on Nations FC. Basake Holy Stars play Bibiani Gold Stars. So it is going to be the battle of the stars. Would the Holy Stars come top, or Gold Stars would show their golden colors up against Basake Holy Stars? Cape Coast Mysterious Dwarfs will take on Sekendi 11 Wise. Accra Suffolk would welcome Home Stars FC. Home Stars are from Ho, so Accra Suffolk will be at the University of Ghana Stadium on Sunday and take on Home Stars at 3 p.m. True Democracy play Dreams FC, and then Karela United take on TF Exponential, and we would see some other games on Sunday as well. Unsumpon Fidelity take on Midiama Sporting Club, and Swatramine FC, they would take on Young Apostles at 3 p.m. Right, so there you have fixtures in the MTN FA Cup. So there's no action in the Ghana Premier League this weekend. We would see the MTN FA Cup. Okay, let's move on, and let's talk FA Cup football still, but then this time around let's move to the English league, where Everton, who actually sacked their manager, they surprisingly they've sacked their manager Sean Dyche after a run of just one win from their last 11 games, leaving them a point above the Premier League relegation zone. Now Dyche took charge at Everton in January 2023, having had a near 10-year stint as Burnley boss from October 2012 to April 2022. The Toffees survived relegation at the end of the 2022-2023 season by just 2 points, securing a final day victory over Bournemouth. Despite this development, Everton labored past League One, Peterborough, and into the FA Cup fourth round with a 2-0 win, barely 3 hours after sacking their manager. Now let's hear from Everton legend and former player who is also the interim manager, Leighton Bain, speaking after the game.
The was brilliant. Thought they understood that. We spoke to them before the game. Losing managers and coaches isn't what anyone wants really, and that normally means that something hasn't gone quite right. That's never on one person, that. it's on a lot of people that are involved in it. The players knew that they had to try and show something in terms of a response to it, and they did. You know, they tried to play with energy and do the right things, and they played against a team who likes to play a lot of football as well, and it was a nice challenge.
Right, so there you have coach or interim manager of Everton, Baines in there. I mean, he served the club all his life, and yesterday he got to win his first game. Let's see who Everton would be bringing in. Of course, Frank Lampard is available. Right, let's move on to a new manager, because Mohamed Kudus, he's going to be having a new coach come this weekend, and the former Chelsea and Brighton Hove Albion manager Graham Potter has been confirmed as the coach of West Ham United, and he has actually expressed his excitement about taking on a big challenge after being officially appointed as the new manager of West Ham United. The 49-year-old has signed a 2.5-year contract with the London club following the dismissal of William Lopetegui, who was sacked after just 6 months in charge. Potter shared his pride in being named the Hammers' new manager and revealed his eagerness to work with both the players and supporters to help turn the club's fortunes around.
Very proud day to be head coach, manager of this amazing club. You know, it's a big tradition, big history, big expectation, big challenge. So I'm really excited. It's almost a bit like Christmas for the adults, you know. Excited, not the best of sleeps last night, but just from excitement, and really looking forward to meeting the players today. Really looking forward to meeting our supporters, getting going. Just, yeah, brilliant.
Brilliant one. We wish him all the best, Graham Potter. Let's hope he can bring out the best in our star boy Mohamed Kudus in there. Now, let's move on and talk MTN FA Cup. Yes, I'm so fixated about the MTN FA Cup, but then we're talking the FA Cup in the English League, and we are going to see some other fixtures today. But then yesterday, Watford lost to Fulham 4-1, and Sheffield United suffered a 1-0 defeat at home to Cardiff City, and then I brought you Everton beating Peterborough by 2-0. Today we'll see Aston Villa take on West Ham United, Wycombe take on Portsmouth, Liverpool play Accrington, and Leicester take on Bristol City. Leicester face QPR, Bristol City take on Wolves, Norwich take on Brighton Hove Albion, Chelsea play Morecambe, and then Man City would play Salford. On Sunday we'll see Arsenal take on Manchester United, Newcastle play Bromley, and then Tottenham Hotspurs would welcome Tamworth. Right now to the Spanish league, where Jude Bellingham's second half strike helped Real Madrid beat Mallorca in Jeddah to set up a meeting with Barcelona in Sunday's Super Cup final. We wish both sides all the best. Interesting game that promises to be. I mean, the Super Cup is going to be the El Clasico as well, but then would be in Jeddah, in the Saudi Arabia. Now in the Spanish La Liga, Rayo Vallecano would face Celta de Vigo. Alaves take on Girona. Real Valladolid take on Real Betis. Sevilla come up against Valencia. Atletico Madrid take on Osasuna. And then in the Italian Serie A, Lazio would take on Como. Udinese play Atalanta. Torino would face Juventus. AC Milan play Cagliari. Inter Milan take on Venezia. Napoli face Verona, and then AS Roma take on Bologna in there. So they have some fixtures that's going to happen in the La Liga, and then of course in the Italian Serie A. In there now for the German Bundesliga, Dortmund take on Bayern Leverkusen, St. Pauli take on Frankfurt, Heidenheim take on Union Berlin, Hoffenheim play Wolfsburg, Freiburg will be at home and welcome Kiel, Mainz 05 play Bochum, Borussia Mönchengladbach take on Bayern Munich, Leipzig take on Bremen, and then Augsburg take on FB Stuttgart. In the French Ligue 1, Nantes would welcome AS Monaco, O'Hare take on Lille, Brest take on Lyon, Le Havre play Lens. Of course, former captain Andre Morgan Didier plays for Le Havre, and his side will be in action this weekend. They are going to take on Lens. Toulouse play Strasbourg, Montpellier up against Angers, Reims take on Nice, Rennes take on Marseille, and then the last game would see PSG come up against Saint Etienne. Welbeck Techi has started training with Karela United. Now let's move on to some transfer news from the foreign scene. And Omar Mamouche has agreed in principle a deal to move to Manchester City from Eintracht Frankfurt pending an agreement between the clubs. So for the player, he has agreed to join Manchester City. It is now left with City and then Eintracht Frankfurt to have an agreement, and the German club are demanding a fee around 80 million euros for the 25-year-old Egyptian international, and negotiations are expected to start this week. Multiple reports suggest that Mamouche wants the move because he knows that he's currently City boss Pep Guardiola's first choice target. Amad Diallo of Manchester United has signed a new contract that will keep him at Manchester United until 2030. Diallo has been one of United's key players under Ruben Amorim, and he scored 3 times in his last 6 outings. And Wolves have completed a £16.6 million signing of defender Emmanuel Agbadu from Reims. The 27-year-old centre back has signed a 4.5-year deal at Molineux with the option of an extra 12 months and becomes Victor Pereira's first signing of the club. All right, don't forget to join us today. Yes, today at 1 p.m. we have a big interview. Guess who? We're bringing one of the athletes, one of Ghana's favorite athletes. Don't forget that yesterday we brought you that interview with the gold medalist from the African Games, the boxer who won gold. Amadou Mohamed was live on the game yesterday on radio at Starr and then on TV at GH1 TV. Well, today we are bringing you Benjamin Azamati. He's going to join us live on GH1 TV at 1 p.m. and then on Starr FM at 1 p.m. Yes, he's going to break down, bring everything out, all the issues, all the problems they've had with Ghana athletics, with the ministry, the preparations for the Olympics, after the Olympics, what they've been doing. He's going to be telling us all on the game at 1 p.m. So don't forget to join us at 1 p.m. My name is Jones, ADZI, and this is Star 103.5 FM, and we outside.